take that back. Significantly better T1 Dota. I just like to see good Dota, dude. That's all I care about.
That's all we all want, but there's the Bushwhack to start things out. Carl will get first blooded in very easy fashion for Viking. Some damage applied to Kazu, though. He's hit by the arrow. Boom is invisible in the vicinity, though, so we'll break the smoke if they get any closer, along with that tier 1 tower. Kazu, yep, that's going to be the initiation. Dragon Tail to follow, but the arrow did actually connect. The Starstorm to follow. Kazu taking heavy damage. Actually, Timber Chains into the tree that was right next to him. Big Winter's Curse now. Splinter Blast to follow. Looks like the Sharpshooter did connect onto the Razor, but look at this damage coming out. Shat finally comes in with that ultimate. They blow up Cuckoo now. That's the first casualty here for T1. That's a big one. Now Zephyr initiated on by Kezu. Burst damage out of control right now. So nice turnaround for Viking. They seem to be very ready for that rotation. But yeah, him specifically for sure.
Poor guy. It's always him, though.
Kezu is plate mail away from the Lotus Orb. Has the hood intact right now. This looks to be a tier 1 for Viking. While we have a little bit of downtime, I do want to talk about Boom's build here. Went for the Spirit Vessel, which the panel was kind of talking about against the, the Cold Embrace and whatnot. So we're going to have to hold the horses here again. Cuckoo spotted out. EMP, Sharpshooter, and he's slowed thanks to that Ice Wall. That is more than enough for Viking to get yet another kill. 3K net worth lead at 16 minutes. Not too shabby.
Timbersaw is not going to rush a BKB in this game because he's Timbersaw, and so it looks like it's kind of falling on Boom, but he needed the Vessel first.
All right, we got Cuckoo in Dragon form. They're smoked out. The Blink initiation again, this time onto the Invoker. Bushwhack only going to connect on one. Obviously in Dragon form, that'll allow you to push these towers. So the tier 1 tower looks to be in peril for Viking. Not sure if Armus can actually defend this. He's just going to take the Blink Dragon Tail again into the arrow. So double kill for Zephyr of all heroes.
Man, and that's just set up by that beautiful ward that they placed down during that first smoke. Smoking and putting vision does. Even if you don't get anything off of that play, you eventually do, as long as you put wards down.
Yeah,
another one.
This is the third setup now for the arrow into the Starstorm, and that's enough burst damage to get through Enchantress again. So Viking getting picked apart right now.
For sure, but this is a reflection of the last game, where you have one lineup that has like a Spectre DK, heroes that aren't particularly fast at farming, and heroes that want to go late game, and they're surviving, so they're happy.
Cuckoo, he gets the whip on himself, gives him that extra move speed. Very important to distinct this as Cuckoo takes that Dragon Tail. The Spirit Vessel applied as well. Gets the Eclipse off, though. And that's going to be enough to take out Zephyr in all likelihood, but Shad is already extremely low here. Can they finish him off? They do with that Plasma Field, but it will cost them their Dragon Knight. 3 for 1. Definitely not exactly what you want to look for if you're a T1 fan. Carl, Sunstrike. Oh, just off. Of course, it's not that high of a level of Sunstrike, but either way, Carl's going to hop with the BKB and the Static Link along with his ult. He's actually trying to stay in this fight. 1 versus 3. Can he get Boom? It's not going to happen. I like the balls on that play.
Yeah, that was sick. That was sick. He could have just ran away, but he just turns and fights. It's being ridden, and people were very mad.
Yeah, that's the ogre.
I didn't listen.
That's the ogre. Nobody notices the true alchemist, the greed man. It's Whitemon getting picked off again. Anytime Jenkins talks, he does.
No, it's the replay. Stop putting the replay up, and he'll stop dying.
T1 do know this is happening. Moonlight Shadow is activated. They have the sentry down. They can see this, though. Plasma Field, Spirit Vessel into the Tornado. Tornado will not clip him as Cuckoo actually jumps into the thick of things. Haunt is popped as well. Boom now on the run. You can see the Meteor, and Cuckoo is in a lot of trouble, but those illusions are doing so much damage on that Spectre. He's on the cliff. Sunstrike with the Chakram. Do they have enough damage to take him out? They do with that Timber Chain. And we have seen these Lunas kind of fall off a cliff at a certain point with 1 or 2 bad deaths. Looks like T1 are going to find the Enchantress. Spirit Vessel's applied and essentially backstab them there. So that gives them the numbers advantage at the very least. Moonlight Shadow still applied right now. Kazu is going to be spotted out.
23 steeping in.
Static Link doesn't really last very long, though. Dragon Tail is going to be reflected thanks to that Lotus Orb. Bushwhack onto 2. And here comes the Eclipse. There's a lot of creeps to tank that up. And look at this damage to Cuckoo. And yeah, he's able to be bursted down by Kezu. Timbersaw, very good against Dragon Knight. Who would have thought?
That means that this tower, at the very least, is probably going to go down before he comes back alive. Yeah, and then maybe we take the fight.
This is an Alacrity Luna. And once this tier 3 goes down, this is where Luna really shines. Yeah, it looks like this is going to be at the very least, the melee racks. You have to think they commit here despite having 5 available heroes on T1 side. Yeah, that's a full set of racks. You can see the TPs coming in, though. Arrow is going to connect on Luna. Remember, he has Aegis, so Carl with that BKB, not scared of anybody right now. And Shad getting 4-staffed, getting healed now. And at T1, doesn't look like they want to go in. EMP not going to really connect on anybody as Carl's getting turned around on. Gets the Cold Embrace off. The Sunstrike is coming, though, with the burst damage from Kezu is enough to finish him off. And now Shad continuing his onslaught here. They lose the Hoodwink, but it's 4v4. And inside the enemy base, Cuckoo. Again, just Shad is just doing way too much damage right now with that Alacrity applied. Oh, can they actually turn this around onto 23 Savage? He's pretty much out of mana, but there's the curse.
Oh, he's dead.
Invoker is, his own buff turned against him. Very sad to see if you're a Viking fan. Now, Shad wants to back up here with the rest of his team. Still has the Aegis, though. Looking for this mid-rack. You can see Whitemon on the sideline here, looking for a good curse, potentially. We saw it work pretty well last time,
good
actually.
Stuff, yeah.
Oh, all right. They're going to try to initiate onto Kezu. Haunt is out as well. Plasma Field to follow. They will be able to get him. 70 seconds on the deck. No buyback whatsoever. And the Haunt finally being expended. Celery. We had the Winter's Curse and the Dragon Tail. Not the greatest layering from T1. But regardless, they will find this kill on the Enchantress. And we'll see if he has... No buyback on him either. So 5 versus 3, Jenkins. Will they initiate onto Kezu again is the question.
They've got
see
it
this
now.
sentry being placed here. So they have a little bit of vision. There's the initiation. They're going to try to find the Hoodwink to start things out. Looks like he's going to be the first casualty for Carl pops his BKB. Static Link applied to Boom. Trying to TP out. Will not be successful, though. 5 versus 3 just like that. And with the numbers advantage, T1 can clean up Kezu relatively easily. The Yules will keep him alive a little bit longer, but not long enough. Double kill for Cuckoo. And now Celery is in a lot of trouble. Will be chased down here. Spectral Dagger's not there yet, but there's the Diffusal. The Inhibit, as we like to call it, Jenkins. And that is going to be the 4th dead with 0 trades. And Roshan is up.
Spectre's...
Actually, AUI thinks the... Oh, Sunstrike? No, not enough to kill him. And with the Aegis. Yeah, let's see who takes the Shard. Okay, it will be on Spectre. We'll talk about that in just a moment. We can see the EMP. Carl's going to pop the BKB. Static Link applied to Kezu. Timber Chains, but it's still in range of the Static Link. That's a lot of damage being stolen. For Carl to try to right-click. The Winter Scarce now on the BKB target for now into Boom. 23 Savage taking a ton of damage. In the meantime, the Cold Embrace keeps him alive for a little bit longer. But remember, he does have the Aegis. The Dragon Knight dies, though. That's a pretty big deal for T1 as the buybacks are coming. Now the chase on. We see the bash onto Kezu in the meantime. 23 Savage trying to do as much damage as he can. The cheese is popped by Razor in the meantime. To be able to take out the Invoker who bought back already. Now the Static Link onto Shad. This is going to be T1 taking this fight very easily. And they have the Aegis advantage. And Celery, again, the slow-ass kill here. I think they've turned this around successfully, Jenkins.
All we do is talk about this guy, whether it's the camera coming back to him. Oh, okay. 23 Savage.
Being shown. Oh, the bash! Mid-Timber Chain. Now the Arctic Burn applied. The bash continues. And Kezu is down for 70. Any Yules and whatnot. So just wants to make sure that he can actually right-click. He's actually going to use the Dispersion talent, I think. With that Manta style.
There's so many illusions.
Aramis already at half HP. He's going to haunt back in. Will they kill Aramis to start things out? Absolutely. And look how squishy Kezu is right now. Yeah, this is just getting out of control in T1's favor.
It's everything.
So why not take that then? This would be the time to take it. We see the Dragon Tail. Arrow not quite going to connect because of the Force Staff coming out. But there's the Winter's Curse. And yeah, Luna is absolutely destroying her teammate right now. Shad gets bashed in the meantime with that BKB activated. Invoker's up in a couple seconds. You can see 23 Savage not too worried about his life right now despite not having Aegis. Will TP out with the BKB. Roshan, I mean, they are killing it pretty fast thanks to the Alacrity. Cuckoo gets off a Breathe Fire to reduce some of that damage inside. And this could be the beginning of the end. Could be a 2-0 here for T1 if they're able to clean up this fight. Plasma Field comes out. Still trying to pressure the Roshan. Shad and company, I feel like they need to commit here. You can see the Dispersion talent. That Shard coming out. Oh, Static Link. They're going to get the bash off with that Haunt. And yeah, Luna is dead to start this fight. And that means Viking cannot win. 2 dead in the blink of an eye. Now the Lotus Orb reply, not going to be enough though, as the right clicks. Double kill for Zephyr, 3 dead for Viking, and nobody even damaged really on T1 side. This is going to be the Ags, the Ags, Aegis, and Cheese.
T1's patience in these fights is...
Oh, Aramis trying to get some... good attempt here.
Cheese?
Can't get in the pit though. He's just going to get static linked into the death now.
Okay, they dropped the Spell Prism on the ground, so Cuckoo could pick it up, press the Dragon form with no cooldown, and then they dropped it on the ground again, back to Carl, who's going to use it
that's good
for
stuff.
the Refresher Orb. Okay, that is blowing my mind. I've never seen anybody abuse that. I literally made some ESL video about that, because I couldn't think of anything to make. And I've never seen a team do it.
And now it's relevant. Unbelievable. As you see the curse come out. And yeah, with a 37K net worth advantage, T1 should be able to take this relatively easily. Cuckoo, I mean, he's getting somewhat low. Kezu does a lot of damage to him at this stage of the game. But the racks, you can see that Razor just rips right through all the buildings right now. And T1 looking very strong. Despite being down in this game, they came back with a vengeance halfway through. As we're just seeing some cleanup kills into the fountain we go. I'm not even going to pretend to hypecast this because this game is mega over. GGs are called, so Viking will be going to the lower bracket